Why, hello there, wonderful, wonderful peoples. It is I, once again, the People's Dwarf, Jeremy-Hallam, once again, bringing you another exciting night, or day, depending on where you're viewing this from, of trivia. That's right, and the theme for tonight's session of trivia is Around the World, and New Music Inferno, and Robert, we've got over in Facebook, New Music Inferno on Twitch. Hello, buddy. Well, buddies, I should say, how are we all doing? Good to see you all. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a few days since we were here last, but that's okay. Hope you guys have had an exciting week. Did you get up to anything exciting? Did you actually have today off because it is a long weekend for the 4th of July weekend? I know that Risa and her sister had today off, so they've obviously got an extended long weekend, which is great. The jobs that I was working before this coronavirus hit still haven't gone back yet, so my long weekend still just a very extremely long month, fully weekends of such. So, yeah, kind of sad, kind of exciting. You know what, I am kind of bored. I do want to go back to work, but obviously want to get safe. But yeah, so again, hopefully you guys are having an exciting long weekend for the 4th of July. Alex over on Facebook as well. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We've got an Around the World themed trivia for tonight, which is very exciting. So very excited and looking forward to doing tonight's trivia. This one was actually quite a fun one, coming up with different questions and stuff, because it's all about travel and geography, and it's got around on cuisines, so food from different parts of the world, and that's going to be in the picture round, which is very cool and also very tasty looking. Pretty much when I was looking up the questions and pictures for that particular round, I was pretty much making myself hungry looking at it, and I'm sure you guys are going to be hungry when you see what the pictures are all about for round 3. Erica Patterson, welcome over on the Facebook feed as well. Thanks for being here. You guys are all awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys are excited and ready for another round. Julie Retallick, mother, lovely to see you as always tuning in. Thank you for being here. But yeah, we've got another Around the World themed trivia going on tonight, which is great. I'm very excited for it. And of course, Risa Mei is going to be back singing as well. That's right, she's back. She's going to be performing once again for you guys. I know that's why you're here. It's not even about the trivia or the cool themes and pictures and fun questions I come up with. It's literally just to hear the amazing vocals of Risa. I know, I get it. That's what I'm here for too. That's pretty much why I do this. It just gives me a reason to get her on here and to perform, and I just sit on the side and just kind of like chill and listen to her sweet vocals. Oh, New Music Inferno says I come for you both. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad that we both have support. And Taylor says hi, says Erica Patterson. Say hi back to Taylor for me. Hope he is doing well. Hope you're all doing well. And I hope you're enjoying the beginning of the 4th of July weekend, the long weekend that you guys have. So, and we've got exciting plans tomorrow. We've already had neighbours out in our streets letting off fireworks and stuff already. Mind you, they've kind of been on and off for the last, I don't know, say month and a bit. But definitely this week it's pretty much been every night in the lead up to it. I mean, in the shopping district of where we're located, there was little stalls set up selling fireworks and banners and artwork and flyers, all advertising it along the streets and the mall strip and everything else, the shopping strip. So yeah, a lot of people have been obviously stocking up on fireworks in preparation. So no doubt, maybe later tonight, maybe even during the stream, if I hear them going off, I'll open the window for you so you can actually hear it going on. Otherwise, obviously tomorrow, it's no doubt going to be an exciting, loud evening or day or whatever festivities people have got going on in regards to celebrate. And I agree, Erica Patterson, Risa Mei does have a talent, which is great. And Rock Ultra on Twitch, hello, good sir, how are ya? Pubs reopen today at 6 a.m. in the UK. Oh, snap. So they're opening at 6 a.m. for the 4th of July? That's not a UK celebrated holiday, though. Like, why are pubs opening? Is that just coincidence that they're opening at 6 a.m. tomorrow for the 4th of July? Or are they actually doing it because it's 4th of July? And they're just trying to take advantage of the whole holiday, and they're like, you know what? It's a holiday somewhere. Let's drink. Let's celebrate. I mean, I'm kind of all for that. I mean, it's just really a bummer at the moment because the whole coronavirus thing going on. So I'm not risking my health and the health of the people I live with and engage with whenever I do get out and about for like groceries and stuff, or if I go to the gym and whatnot. I've been going back to the gym though, which is great. Mind you, I'm so glad gyms are back open, at least where we are. Rock Ultra says no, it's because they've been shut since March. Oh, okay, so you guys are starting to do a slow open again. I know Victoria, my home state back home in Australia, they tried a reopen and then everything went pretty bad and now they've gone back. into lockdown quarantine timings. So I know some states out here in the US are kind of some are still quarantining, some are not, some are trying, some are fighting it. It's kind of all over the place. I mean, this place has 50 states. There's so many different sides and opinions and stuff going on that I think they should all just stay closed until we get through this, because people's health should come first. But there are those that are going on about the economy and everything else, and yeah, that's obviously why this whole debacle is happening. But that's okay. At the moment, we're here doing trivia and stuff at home, and I'm still doing this. I started this purely because of the whole coronavirus thing that started and happened. So it's been going on for, about 3 months now. So again, a lot of you guys are regulars. Some of you are new, some of you first timers. And again, welcome and thank you to all of you for tuning in and coming back and keeping it involved. New Music Inferno says, oh, you didn't get that prize. You know what, I've actually had a couple of people say that their prizes haven't arrived to them. So what I'll do, New Music Inferno, I will get you to send me an email, or get an email address to me, because what I'll do, I'll go with that option, because I've even had a Mother's Day card that I sent to my mother, took over a month to actually get to her. That's just a card. A card. Oh, I know it's you, John. I'm just saying your Twitch username on the screen that it comes up. And you do keep saying it every week. Well, I'm glad you keep me updated on when that's going to be here. But again, I know there has been delays with prizes being sent out to people. Some have got them, some haven't. I apologize that for those who haven't got it. And if it does get to a point where it gets a little bit too long of waiting, then we'll go with an email option and I'll get like some sort of voucher or something out to you guys. For those who have won prizes in the past. So there we go. With that in mind, what I'll do, I'll bring up the how to play text. I've added a little bit more in there just so... you don't nag me. Well, John, you tell me every time you play, so it's not nagging, you're reminding me. I see it as reminding me. So I do like reminders. Reminders are great. I appreciate that, so thank you for doing that. But yeah, so here we go. We've got the how to play stuff, and I've added a little more bits of information in there just so it's a little bit easier to understand, because I've had a few people jump on and ask a couple of questions that obviously weren't related or covered in the first little bit of text here. And also it covers up the screen there. I've taken up the Four Pines Brewing logo because at the moment they're not sponsoring prizes and stuff, so until we get them back on board, their logo obviously was just taking up space on the screen. I don't need to put that there because they're not sponsoring prizes at the moment, but once we get them back on board, then logo will return. Or maybe I'll put it over here or something instead, because there's a big circle right here that I could go to. But yes, I thought I'd put some more text over here. So we've got 4 rounds of trivia. It's 10 questions per round. 1 point per correct answer. No points lost for incorrect answers. So even if you don't know the answer to something, have a guess. Try. You never know, because if you do guess correctly, you're going to get yourself a point, which is great. Now, the last round, the confidence round, is scored a little bit differently, but I'll explain how that works when we get closer to it. You're going to get breaks between each round, which is great, so you can stock up on snacks, drinks. I've got my drink ready this time. Sometimes I have it ready, sometimes I don't. Rock Ultra, good question. Listen, your timing as you were writing that. It's not a beer tonight, it's actually a whiskey and ginger. So I'm going whiskey. I don't know if I can tilt it too much without it spilling, but that's what's inside of it. I've got my Maker's Mark and ginger because, I don't know, I just feel like that goes down easier because it's warm here and I can put it on ice, and I just feel like I go with that a bit easier. Whiskey is a nicer, cooler drink, especially when it's hot. And right now in Cali, it's been hot. It's quite hot. Still hot. And it's great. I love it. But yeah, so you get breaks for each round for your drinks, food, snacks, whatever you need to use the restroom or to kick back, relax. We encourage team or solo play. Should have tea and crumpets. I would love to have tea and crumpets, but I don't even know. Well, I can definitely have tea here. But crumpets, I don't even know if they have crumpets here. But the American version of crumpets, isn't that like a waffle or bagel? Waffle or bagel? Isn't that the American version of said crumpet? I guess. I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, or say thumbs up if I'm correct. I don't even know. I'm just going out on a limb here. But yeah, so encourage team and solo play. If you're watching this on your own, by all means, you can still play. If you're with people, if you've got friends nearby or family or whatever, get involved and tune in. Throw it up on your TV screen. We've got a couple of players that put it on their screen. They Chromecast it up, or they use their Facebook. On one of the Facebook apps, I forget what it's called, to throw it up on the screen. No, not a waffle, please just stop, says Rock Ultra. I know, well, I didn't know what the equivalent was. I know that they don't have crumpets here, so I was trying to get what's closest to that in the US version. I know we've had crumpets in Australia, I do remember having crumpets in Oz, but I'm pretty sure they don't have them here. But again, if I'm incorrect, then there we go. Don't trigger a Brit. Alright, well, good to know what triggers a Brit. Don't get them, just call a crumpet a waffle. See? Fun facts. That's what all this trivia is also about, too. I haven't even got into questions yet, and we're learning fun things. To trigger a Brit, call a crumpet a waffle. And that will trigger a Brit. But if you don't want to do that, then don't do that, because that would be mean. And crumpets are amazing, so don't criticize them by calling them a waffle. Alright? But I'm just saying, if you want to trigger one, there you go. That's how you do it. If you're having fun, maybe you have a friend who's a Brit and you can do it too. Don't just go up to random Brits and do it. That's just asking for fights and stuff. Erica Patterson says, crumpet, isn't that where the Grinch lives? Dump it to the crumpet. There we go, Rock Ultra. Is that also a interesting reference to crumpets? Isn't that where the Grinch lives? Is that the name of his town? I don't actually know. I haven't seen the Grinch in many years, many years, but maybe I'll try to look that up in the break and see what it's actually called. I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, so you're going to be sending the answers to me at the end of each round as well, and you'll be self-scoring. Now, we do pretty much trivia questions, we do question repeats, then we go to a break, we come back and go through the answers, and that's when you'll be self-scoring. And then we rinse and repeat for each round as we move on, okay? So that's how we do it here. And we've still got the Black Lives Matter movement donation links down here in the tips jar. So if you're located in the US, that top one is for you guys. If you're in Australia, then that middle section one there is for you. And if you don't actually have much money and you're struggling with funds, but you still want to help out or learn a bit, this YouTube link right down here will give you a bit more information about how you guys can help out. And also the ads from just playing that video in a player is actually all sent to the proceeds for that movement. So you don't need to do anything, just have that playing on loop and boom, let the ads play out and happy days, you're golden, mate. So that's just little bits that you can use to help. And Erica Patterson says that's the mountain. Oh, the mountain in the Grinch called Crumpet. So it's a mountain called Crumpet. I'll have to, again, check that out, Erica Patterson. Love the reference, love the engagement between back and forth here. I'm kind of the messenger because not all the chats are integrated, so I'm happy to just be the messenger and integrate chats and stuff. It's where his cave is, and it's also what Netflix Christmas in July is a real thing. Boom, I will find that then, since we have just launched into July, so I guess it's obviously on there. I've actually just started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I am loving it. Very big fan. I know, late to the game, I know, but loving it. And also it just got on Netflix, so I didn't really have an option to watch it prior to that. So yes, alright, so we're going to get into, now that I've done all that talking and mentioned sort of how to play and stuff, we're going to move into round one screen, which is going to look a little bit like this. That's right, a little bit of a fancy screen. So a little bit of extra text up here on the side saying, don't put your answers in the comments. Erica Patterson says, that's awesome, I love that show. I'm glad. I think everyone loves that show. I haven't heard anyone say, I hate Avatar: The Last Airbender. Everyone's just been all positive, everyone loves it, everyone encourages it, there's memes everywhere, there's just quotes from it, and I'm a big lover of like cool, inspirational, motivational, like that kind of stuff quotes, and that's my jam. It's been my jam for years, and that show just has a heap of them, which is great. I don't know why I haven't seen it sooner, because purely it's something that should have been for me, and I just was a bit late to the thing. But hey, better late than never, right? But yes, don't put answers in the comments for the trivia, unless you're putting joke answers down. If you need to put joke answers down, that is okay. I encourage joke answers because, you know, get some engagement, get people laughing, because we all want to have a little bit of fun while we're doing this. Maybe you got to make other people laugh, and I'll read the comments that you guys put out. But yes, don't put the correct answers in the comments, okay? Funny answers, totally okay. Totally okay. Now use a pen and paper or note-taking app device when you're writing down your answers, because you're going to be sending them to me at the end of each round. For those on Facebook, you can do it via the messenger option and just message me with a screenshot of your answers for each round. And that's how you can get it through to me. And also remember to include your team name. Now, obviously, if you want to use the Google form, Facebook users can do that too, but they also have the messenger option. But for those on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube, if you guys want to get answers to me, there's a Google form link that I've put in either the titles or the description or comments of each of those stream platforms, where you can open that up and it'll open up a nice little answer form where you put your team name, you choose which round you're submitting answers for, and then just put your corresponding answers in the corresponding rounds. Go down to the bottom, submit form, boom, done, and then go to submit another form, and then that'll refresh it, and you can do the following rounds. But for those doing the Google form, keep track of the answers that you submit before you submit them, because once you've clicked that submit button, it comes to me and you can't get access to them anymore. So make a copy of what answers you're keeping, because at the end of the round, after we come back and go through the answers, you're self-scoring, remember? So you'll be self-scoring the trivia. That's how we're doing it here. And at the very, very end, I'll be going and double-checking your scores. Once you've sent me the final score, I'll be double-checking the scores that you've sent me, because obviously I've got all your answers from each round as well. I'm double-checking, so pretty much 2 heads are better than 1. That's what our method is here. And during that time, that's when Risa Mei is going to be performing for y'all. So that's why you're going to be entertained this time. Not just a break screen up on the screen. You're going to have Risa Mei performing for you while those answers are being double-checked by me. So that's all very well and exciting. So here we are. Hemispheres, north and south. I'll get which hand is it? This hand. North and South is the theme for round 1's questions. We are a round of the world. That's the theme we're going with today or tonight. We have Rock Ultra saying, I need to go to the toilet, but I'll be right back. That's alright. Well, that's good. I'm all good, mate. Yeah, we're happy for you. And like I said, we got question repeats. So even if you missed something, we have question repeats at the end of the rounds. That's totally fine. So here we go, ladies and gents. This is question number 1. What is the second largest country in the Northern Hemisphere? What is the second largest country in the Northern Hemisphere? Taking a sip of my drink. It's refreshing. It's cool. I like it so much. You know what, though? I was meant to get that little suitcase, because now the mouse is over here, which is a little further away. But that's okay. Maybe I don't actually need the mouse there. That's fine. It can sit up here. It is a-okay for now. But yes, what is the second largest country in the Northern Hemisphere? That's what we're looking for here. Again, hemispheres, north and south is the theme for round 1. I also got my cool little light display set up. I'm going to be changing that every so often, maybe for each round. There's different colors and stuff and merging you can do, so we can feel like we're in space. Rock Ultra says South Pole, and the joke answers are coming in already. We've got into question 1 and joke answers begin. We've already got South Pole for the Northern Hemisphere. Well, ladies and gents, we are on point today with the funny answers. Love it. Alrighty, question number 2 now. Name the European country known for food and love. Name the European country known for food and love. European country now is it down a little bit for you. The European country known for food and love. That's what we're looking at here. All good. All good. Wish you're playing now. You're more than welcome to play Rock Ultra. Just grab a pen, mate. Like, we're literally still doing round 1. It's just started. And there's question repeats that pop up. All you have to do is just chime in. Use a pen and paper. No taking app device. Write your answers down. Happy days. So simple. So straightforward. And fun. But yes, name the European country known for food and love. Number 2. Number 3 now is this. The world's largest island is owned by which country? The world's largest island is owned by which country? Which country owns the world's largest island? Right? That's pretty cool. World's largest island is owned by which country? It's very geography themed, food loving. Any travelers? Pretty much all these questions will be up in your wheelhouse. Geography lovers, travelers, food people, all that stuff. You'll do well if you fall into any one of those categories. Number 4 now. Oops, did that not come across? Why did that not come across? I must have missed the button. Name the sea that separates Northern Europe from Southern Europe. Name the sea that separates Northern Europe from Southern Europe. The sea that separates the Northern Europe from Southern Europe. Do do do. Yeah, the sea that separates Northern Europe from Southern Europe. Question number 4 here. Number 5 now. Which continent is home to the Sahara Desert? Which continent is home to the Sahara Desert? So we're looking for here, the Sahara Desert. Tell me the continent that's home to it. Where can you find it? Also, this is the first, I guess, July scheduled trivia, but it was on the attached to the end of my June schedule because as I had it, the Friday for that week actually fell into July, even though the Tuesday was the very last day of June. So I do have the July schedule. I've just finished updating that today, so I might post a picture of that during this stream so you guys can see it. Lauren Reynolds over in Facebook land. Hello, love. Good to see you. We're doing some trivia at home. Or Trivs at home as I call it. Very fun, easy, straightforward. All you do is write down your answers with a pen and paper or note-taking app device, and then you send them to me at the end of each round. We're doing an around-the-world themed trivia here. Very simple, very easy. And there's question repeats that come up at the end of the round, so it doesn't matter when you tune in. You'll be able to see all the questions at the end of each round as well. Just double-check your answers or in case you missed any of them. Which continent is home to the Sahara Desert? There we go, question number 5. Number 6 now. What language is predominantly spoken in Brazil? What language is predominantly spoken in Brazil? That's what we're looking for here. Again, we've got hemispheres, north and south. Related questions. All very geography based. Yeah, I believe everyone's enjoying their long weekend. I thought to ask if anyone's got any exciting plans. I know we can't really go out too much. We shouldn't be going out. And whatnot. But if you've got, plans for the 4th of July weekend, are you doing anything exciting? Do you guys yourselves have fireworks or do like your street or neighbors set them off? And you're gonna social distance and let off fireworks together or drink from afar, that kind of thing. I know our neighbours have been setting off some the last few nights, so no doubt, again, probably tonight. Maybe during this stream, depending on how late this goes and how early they come out and do it. But otherwise, probably very likely tomorrow. Very likely tomorrow. Question number 7 now is this. What is the driest place on Earth with no precipitation? The driest place on Earth with no precipitation. That's what we're looking for here. Driest place on Earth with no precipitation. Maybe it's all that around the world here. So many different countries and places to see and visit. I love traveling myself. I've traveled a little bit. Been to quite a few countries, but there are so many I haven't been to, and I would love to get out and see a heck of a load more. Obviously, probably not for the rest of 2020. 2020 looks like we're stuck where we are at the moment, but there's hope for the future, guys. Hope for the future to get out and travel and see the other beautiful countries and cultures out there. So much cool and fun stuff. So much culture and heritage. Love that stuff. Love learning about it. Love seeing it. Differences. All that stuff. So cool. But yes, what is the driest place on Earth with no precipitation? We're looking at number 7 there. Number 8 now is this. If it is spring in the Northern Hemisphere, what season is it in the Southern Hemisphere? If it is spring in the Northern Hemisphere, what season is it in the Southern Hemisphere? I will accept American and the, I guess, British, English, Australian answers for this, because I believe there are at least two different words or descriptions or words for this season in particular. I learned that living over here. So again, I will accept both. That's right. Welcoming, I accept all. Everybody here is welcome. Come. Big group hug. My champagne glass. Is that in regards to question 8 or was that 7? Rock Ultra. What season is it? Is it a season in a champagne glass? Or was that for question 7, maybe? Could have been a delay in the chat window coming through there. Yes, if it's spring in the Northern Hemisphere, what season is it in the Southern Hemisphere? Question number 9 now. Which country in South America contains the female name Olivia? There you go, this one should be an easy one for you. If not, you've got a 1 in 26 chance of guessing it. Because 26 letters of the alphabet, so 1 in 26. Which country in South America contains the female name Olivia? One in 26 chance to guess. You have to go through all the letters of the alphabet. Try and see which one sounds correct. Sound it out, guys. Read them out if you don't know. Hopefully it'll trigger something. And be like, oh, that one sounds right. No, and I'll give you a 1 in 25 chance. It's not Olivia. So it's not Olivia. Alright, so you can eliminate O from those letters. There you go. See, you can't say I'm a kind host. I help out where I can. Even if it is just a little bit. A little goes a long way, guys. Remember that. It's pretty much half my life motto, really. Get it? Get it? Yeah? I know. I do make horrible jokes sometimes, but you know what? Horrible jokes are a part of life. Dad jokes or punny jokes are also known by those names. Pete, OB over in Facebook, welcome. We're just going to do the first round of Around the World themed trivia here. Don't stress if you've missed the previous questions, because we do have question repeats, so they'll be back up on the screen, so you'll be able to see them all. You'll be able to see them all. It doesn't matter when you tune in, there's always a question repeat at the end of each round, so you'll be able to catch up, get some questions in. Yes, the Something Islands are an archipelago of volcanic islands off the coast of Ecuador. Rock Ultra says I would have got 10 out of... I don't want to say that. You're mispronouncing a particular word, but using a letter that may be an answer to another answer. I don't know. Rock Ultra's confident he would have got 10 out of 10 for this one. Some of these were quite easy, some of them a little more tricky. Again, I am kind of generous sometimes with my questions. I like throwing some hard ones in there. Usually the last round is the hard questions. Last round is the really hard questions. That's because there's big points up for grabs for that one. Yes, the what islands are an archipelago of volcanic islands off the coast of Ecuador? It's question number 10 here. Now, this is where question repeats are going to happen. So how it's going to work is that on the screen is going to be questions 1 to 5 for about 45 seconds. And then questions 6 to 10 will pop up for about another 45 seconds. And then we're going to launch into the break screen. Now, if you guys are already done and you don't need the question repeats, this is your time to send me the answers to round 1. So if you're using the Facebook Messenger option, go into that Messenger app, find my name, get on there, screenshot your answers and send it through to me so I have that. Otherwise, if you want to use the Google form on Facebook or on any of the other platforms on Twitch, YouTube, or Mixer for those watching there, use the Google form and just choose round 1 after you've entered your team name, and then put in the corresponding answers in the corresponding question numbered boxes. And then click submit form, and that is totally fine. Rock Ultra says, can we have a sing song in the break? Well, there will be some little background music going on the break screen, so if you want to sing along to that, you totally can. But also, Risa Mei will be performing at the end of the night, actually, for round 4. But yeah, so she'll be singing there, so you'll definitely have a little bit of a live performance, live sing-along from her in here, as well as the end of the show. We've got Rock Ultra says, well, yes, at the end of the show you will as well. But do you have any song suggestions as well? Maybe we can do a sing-along. Maybe you just have to tolerate my voice as singing along. So I guess I'll just have to imagine that you're all singing along with me, and we just sound like an epic choir performance of some sort, or band together, depending on how many of us join in. But yeah, I'll just have to envision and imagine that I'm hearing you all singing along with me. So if you have any song suggestions, maybe I can just start along with a lyric and see what happens. Or maybe I'll say a line, and then we'll just leave it to you guys to say the rest of the lines. Or something like that. We'll figure something out. We'll make this work. We'll make this work. But yes, question repeats coming right up. If you do need them, then they've got to come up on the screen right now and then send your answers to me, either Google form or Facebook Messenger chat. Otherwise, enjoy your break, guys, and we'll be right back with the answers to round one. Remember to include your team names as well, because I like reading out the cool, creative, funny team names that you guys come up with. So yes, question repeats coming right up, then a break, and we'll be back very soon with round one's answers.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed you. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus, when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I
Alrighty, ladies and gents, and just like that, we are back. I've changed the color scheme. I've added some white in there now, so it's a bit of a red and white, moving, mesmerizing background we've got. Why I chose white and red, I have no idea. I just pushed the white button, and there was red, and I believe blue was up there, maybe. Maybe it was green, I can't remember. And it just gets rid of whichever previous one happened before that. So now it's just red and white. So when I push another color for the next break, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have a different color scheme and just go from there. Unfortunately, can't have more than 2 colors. That's a little bit not as fun, but that's cool. I get it. I get it. Cool flashlight, projection, lighting, laser thing. That's totally cool. I get it. I feel you. All right. So without further ado, ladies and gents, we're gonna go through. Answer to round 1, we have Rick Ash, Never Gonna Give You Up, or Sweet Caroline Neil Diamond. Ooh, Never Gonna Give You Up, Rick Astley. So we're just gonna just troll people with the Rick Astley Never Gonna Give You Up memes. I could do that, I guess. We could just sit there and just like do some high bits, head bubble, and then just do that for a bit of a sing-along. I can see that. Or even like during the break. I mean, I'd love to be able to play music like that, but copyright issues just come in and like troll you and like shut down your videos and stuff. But I mean, we just want people having fun. Like, I don't know, it would be so cool if, you know, if I didn't have to pay so much money to get the copyrights to play that stuff. If we could just do it out of the generosity of all these artists' heart, because it's fun and we're having fun, that would be cool. But I totally get it. I know they want money from it and it's copyright. I know it's the law, but it would just be cool if we could have a sing-along and not get in trouble for it. So there you go. I guess if it wasn't a public forum, there would be ways around it. Like if it was a private Zoom thing or something like that, we could do it. But because I'm making this public to get everyone involved, because I want people, anyone, anywhere to play, I guess there are limitations on stuff. You can't get copyright on Twitch. Oh, well, there you go. I can't even get it on Twitch anyway. So it's just us singing it vocally for ourselves. Well, that's totally fine. I guess we'll just make a horrible version of it. Or a great version of it. Horribly great version of it. We'll see. We will see. Alright guys, questions and answers to round 1 coming right up. Here we go, let's get right on into it. What is the second largest country in the Northern Hemisphere? That would be Canada. Canada is the second largest country in the Northern Hemisphere. So Canada, question number 1 there. Number 2, name the European country for food and love. Well, that would be France, ladies and gentlemen. France is the country for food and love there. Number 3, the world's largest island is owned by which country? That would be Denmark. Now, I believe the United States actually wanted to buy this island, which is Greenland, I believe, from Denmark, but they said, no, it's ours. Go away, whatever. It's our island, so you can't have it. And yeah, so Denmark owns it. It is Denmark owning Greenland. I believe it's Greenland. I'm pretty sure it's Greenland. I'm very, very sure it's Greenland. But yes, so Greenland. But the answer is Denmark, sorry. I'm just adding fun fact into whatever that world's largest island is. Number 4 now, name the sea that separates Northern Europe from Southern Europe. That would be the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea separates Northern Europe from Southern Europe. Question number 4 there, Mediterranean Sea. Number 5, which continent is home to the Sahara Desert? That would be Africa. Africa is the continent home to the Sahara Desert. Number 6 now. What language is predominantly spoken in Brazil? Well, the language would be Portuguese. Portuguese is the language predominantly spoken in Brazil there. Number 7 is this. What is the driest place on Earth with no precipitation at all? No precipitation. That would be Antarctica. Antarctica, the driest place on Earth with no precipitation. Here we go there. Number 8 now. If it is spring in the Northern Hemisphere, what season is it in the Southern Hemisphere? Well, that would be autumn or fall. Autumn or fall, depending on where you are located and what you call it. Autumn or fall. But there you go, fall question number 8. Number 9 now. Which country in South America contains the female name Olivia? Well, that would be Bolivia. Bolivia. I got confused with that as England, as in Europe, and it is the English Channel between France and us. Ah, yes. It wasn't that Rock Ultra. It was Northern Europe and Southern Europe. So Mediterranean Sea there. But that's cool. But we got to learn. There you go, guys. Between England and France, it is the English Channel that separates those two. So, fun fact there, thanks to Rock Ultra over on Twitch. So see, not just learning stuff from me, we're all learning stuff from each other, which is great, which is another reason why I love doing these nights. So much fun, so much fun. I appreciate the knowledge sharing. We are all the more the wiser when we share our knowledge, guys. And number 10 here, what islands are the archipelago of volcanic islands off the coast of Ecuador? Well, that would be the Galapagos. The Galapagos. Galapagos. Galapagos Islands is what we're looking for question number 10 there. So, with that in mind, guys, hopefully you guys did well for that round. Remember, you're self-scoring, keeping track of your scores, then you'll be sending me a very final score total at the end of round 4, and then I'm going to be double-checking your answers then. So again, self-scoring, keep track of your answers, as we move on now to round 2. So, round number 2 is our multiple choice round, and considering with the around the world theme is now about the east and west. East and west, whoops, this side. East and west. I keep getting the angling mixed up and the hands and whatnot, but it's always fun to watch myself make a clown of myself with my hands and then eventually get it right. But yeah, so east and west for the multiple choice. So just like the previous round, questions are going to pop up down below there, and then on, I knew I had the wrong hand, always have the wrong hand. On this side is going to be your multiple choice options in this little panel here. So, main question down the bottom, multiple choice options over here. So somewhere on the screen for each question will be the answer. You have to either guess which one it is, or you're going to know it because you're like, oh my god, I know the answer to this, and then be like, boom, it's A, B, C, or D. Or as well, I've actually included some true or false questions in this. So there's true or false and multiple choice. So, I mean, I guess multiple choice is the same as true and false, but true and false is literally 2 options. Multiple choice, we're up to 4 options. So, without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get right on into round 2's questions, starting off with this. The true or false question: the Eastern Hemisphere is larger than the Western Hemisphere in terms of landmass. True or false? The Eastern Hemisphere is larger than the Western Hemisphere in terms of landmass. True or false? You got a 50-50 chance right here, guys. 50-50 chance. Oh, and I also just realized I didn't read the team names out, because I had the questions and answers up on my screen instead, is what I meant. We have Team Goop. Well, actually, wait, I'll quickly check that no others came in on the Google Forms. There might have been one while I was doing that. Let's just double check that. Okay, we're good there. So we have Team Goop, a regular team here. Good to see you here. We have the Travel Gurus. Welcome, guys. Then we have Foodies. Well, you guys are going to love round 3, so I'm glad you guys are here. We've got Honey Bear, another regular group here, or team here. Then we've got Pigeons and Penguins, another supportive and regular team. I keep thinking regular, and I keep forgetting which word to use for that. But yes, regular team is what I meant. And then we've got the worldly know-it-alls. So people that obviously are going to think they're going to do quite well. Worldly know-it-alls. So again, welcome to all those teams. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys do tune in a little bit later, that's totally fine too. We've had people come in from round 2, 3, even in round 4. They just came in and had a go in round 4, which is great. So by all means, we welcome anyone at any time during the stream. But yes, for now it is question 1. The Eastern Hemisphere is larger than the Western Hemisphere in terms of landmass. True or false? Question number 2 now is this. What is the capital city of Liberia? What is the capital city of Liberia? Is it A, Monrovia, B, Abuja, C, Ankara, or D, Seoul? Capital city of Liberia. Is it Monrovia, Abuja, Ankara, or Seoul? So thinking here, got like my little spot for my head pretty much in this window here. I mean, I guess I can go on this side as well, because of the multiple choice box blocks me out. There's text over this side. That's okay, makes it presenting the questions much easier for you guys. And for those who tune in, they know what's going on. They know what round we're on. They know it's a multiple choice round. They know it's around the world themed. It's an east and west themed particular round. Options are on the side. Question on the bottom. Tip jar just here. If you guys like what you see, whether it's from me or Risa Mei when she performs a little bit later, feel free to let us know and fill our little tip jar honeypot up with whatever you guys feel like filling it up with. You can do so with those links on the screen there. Remember, every little bit counts, and we appreciate that. And then we've also got little rules just so you guys know how the trivia obviously works. So question number 3 now is this. How many countries does the Nile River flow through? Is it 9, 17, 11, or 3? The Nile River. How many countries does it flow through? 9, 17, 11, or 3? 9, 17, 11, 3. Almost sounds like a PIN number for something. Not enough for a phone number, it's too short. But a PIN number, it could work. Fun fact, it's not mine. I wouldn't be that silly. Wouldn't be that silly, guys. Come on. Come on, eh? Wouldn't do that. Yes, how many countries does the Nile River flow through? 9, 17, 11, or 3? Question number 3 there. Number 4 now. What continent is the Himalayas in? The Himalayas, is it in Australia, Asia, Europe, or Africa? The Himalayas, what continent is it in? Australia, Asia, Europe, or Africa? Which continent's on there on the screen? You've just got to pick it if you don't know it. 1 in 4 chance, you never know, you could get that extra pointy point. Could get that extra pointy point indeed. Check that everything's okay on this end. Alright, fantastic. All is good. Alright, what continent is the Himalayas in? We're almost halfway through round 2, guys, and boom, just like that. Halfway, just like that, bang. And it's true or false to celebrate the halfway point of round 2. That's what we do, we celebrate things. Why not? The Swiss Alps are not located in the Eastern Hemisphere. True or false? The Swiss Alps are not located in the Eastern Hemisphere. True or false here? 50-50, guys. Again, multiple choice is always a fun round. The first trivia and stuff that I actually hosted way back, well, not way back, a few years back in Australia. A company called Cuisines Australia. Amazing company, by the way. If anyone is in Australia, find out where they're doing trivia nights. Always good fun. All their questions are multiple choice. And it's all wireless with buzzers and stuff. And you'll get a little buzzer and you got just little multiple choice buttons. Super easy, super chill, super fun. A lot of fun. So yeah, all those questions were multiple choice. I remember when I started this out, I didn't really have multiple choice questions and stuff in these. And I missed them. And hearing feedback from you guys wanted some multiple choice. And I also wanted to add like different things to the rounds as well. So we got a picture round as well, which is great. So it just mixes things up a little bit, which is nice. You got your normal text-based, multiple choice, picture round, and then confidence round, which is an anything goes. But yes, the Swiss Alps are not located in the Eastern Hemisphere. True or false there. Number 6. In which country would you find Unicorn Cave? Oh my god, are there unicorns in this cave? I don't know, I've never been. But when I found this question, I had to include it, and I need to find out where they are. But yes. Is it Australia, Egypt, Japan, or Austria? Rock Ultra is throwing out Antarctica for an option there. I don't know if that was for this question or the previous question, but I don't know. Again, joke answers only. Joke answers only. Yes, obviously Antarctica is not a possible answer for this particular question here. Unless they also have unicorn caves and it's just been undiscovered. We must explore Antarctica, find these unicorns. Maybe there's Unicorn Cave 2.0. Version 2. Frozen unicorns. Or they've just got like big woolly jackets. Because it's cold over there. I don't know. But yeah, Unicorn Cave does sound cool. I wonder which country it's in. Maybe it's one I can get to. Like, I can get to all of them, but just not anytime soon. Number 7 now. What body of water touches the countries of Sweden, Finland, and Poland? Is it A, the Pacific Ocean, B, the Jordan River, C, the Baltic Sea, D, the Indian Ocean? What body of water touches the countries of Sweden, Finland, and Poland? Is it A, the Pacific Ocean, B, Jordan River, C, the Baltic Sea, or D, the Indian Ocean? Rock Ultras, oh, we've got the Harry Potter forest over on the Facebook chat. Karen Graham, lovely to have you there throwing out some funny answers. Absolutely love it. You're always a delight to have in here, and you're always one with the funny answers. I do appreciate that. We've got Rock Ultra saying, let it go, cold, can't hold it back anymore. Is that about Unicorn Cave in Antarctica? Is that why? They can't hold back the unicorn caves in Antarctica anymore. That's what it is. That's what the song's about. I knew it. I knew there was something up about Frozen. It's all about Antarctica unicorn caves. Antarctic. Unicorn capes. Yes. Exactly that. Exactly that. DJ Daniel Johnson over there. We are doing the Around the World themed trivia, brother. How you doing? Good to see ya. Isashi Booty, long time no see. We're going through round twos and questions now, sorry. Question repeats pop up at the end, so you'll be able to check all the previous questions you've missed for this round. You know how this works. You've played before. I know you have. There's a multiple choice round where body of water touches the countries of Sweden, Finland, and Poland. Also, Reese is going to be singing a bit later as well if you want to hang around for that, DJ. Pacific Ocean, Jordan River, Baltic Sea, or the Indian Ocean. Number 8 now is this. Which of the following countries is not in the Eastern Hemisphere? China, USA, Liberia, Egypt. Which of the following countries is not in the Eastern Hemisphere? China, USA, Liberia, Egypt. Which one of them is not in the Eastern Hemisphere? Good old Eastern Hemisphere. Good old East. Head out East. Number 8 here. And 2 questions to go, guys, before we get to question repeats and then another break for you all. Again, hopefully you guys are enjoying some sort of beverage of some sort. I am enjoying a Maker's Mark and ginger. Let us know what you guys are drinking in the comments. Pick a number, 1 or 2. One of them is going to start around till the sing song, and the other is set an alarm and wake up for the sing song. Ooh. You know what? Let's go 2. I'm gonna go 2. What's 2 gonna get me? What is the sing song that we're going to be doing, Rock Ultra, over in the Twitch chat? 1 or 2? I'm gonna go 2. Why not? Why not? Let's see what that 2 ends up being. Question number 9 now is this. How many countries is the Gobi Desert in? Gobi? Gobi? Go by? One of those 3 pronunciations desert in. Is it 2, 3, 4, or 5? How many countries is the Gobi, go by, desert in? 2, 3, 4, or 5? A, B, C, or D? For this. How many countries is the Gobi Desert in? Fuck, I today got Let It Go in my head. Like, I love the fact that I have not had that song in my head for the longest time, because when it came out, obviously it got stuck in everyone's head. And now that you've gone and posted that and I read that out in the chat, it's just one of those things that will forever be always put back in your head. Whenever you read or hear someone ever say Let It Go, they've ruined that phrase with that song. There is no getting rid of it. It is so disappointing. And now it's stuck in my head. Thank you, Rock Ultra, for doing that. Thank you. Harry Gandalf, I'm glad I miss it then, he says. Oh, well, I'm glad you miss it too, buddy. How are you? Over on the Twitch chat. You've come in earlier. We're in round 2 now. That means you can get involved for at least 3 rounds, which is great. We've got question repeats coming right up after this next question. So you can catch up for round 2. And then you got 3 and 4 moving into Harry Gandalf. So you can do well with this one. Get your family to help you as well if you want. I encourage team play, and you can let me know what your team name's going to be as well when you submit your answers to me. But yeah, how many countries is the Gobi Desert in? 2, 3, 4, or 5? Question number 10 now. What continent is the Great Barrier Reef located off the coast of? Is it Australia, Antarctica, Europe, or Africa? Gandalf says, can I use Google as a reference? No! No cheating! We don't encourage cheating here. You can use your own Google brain that you have inside your head, or your friends or family that you live with. No Googling. That takes the fun out of it. This is all about testing your knowledge and the people around you who you may be lucky to be with. Testing your knowledge and learning. You don't need to Google. No fun when you Google, because it's just cheating. No one has fun when they cheat. There's no challenge. There's no satisfaction of victory or winning or achievement. It's just pretty much putting it on auto, and that's it. Letting it do it for you. Let's not do no Googling, guys. No Googling. But yeah, so what continent is the Great Barrier Reef located off the coast of? Australia, Antarctica, Europe, or Africa? And Rock Ultra says, thank me later when the missus catches you singing it in the shower or while you're in the toilet. I mean, she'll probably sing along with me. But I mean, I'm actually glad that she's performing in 2 rounds' time. That's right, Harry Gandalf. Risa's going to be performing as well, so you can hang around and watch and listen to her perform a song. So then whenever she sings, it's going to be stuck in my head afterwards, which is great. So there we go. That song, I will have Let It Go. Haha! See, I just put it back in my own head. Thanks. Alright, that is the end of round 2, guys. So, again, if you have got all the answers to the questions, now send me the answers once again. The Facebook Messenger option with a screenshot. Otherwise, use the Google Submit form option. Just make sure you choose round 2 when submitting these answers. Put your answers in the corresponding boxes and click Submit Form. Otherwise, if you need a little bit more time, or you want to double check answers, or if you want to, I don't know, double check, or maybe you missed a question, then these question repeats are for you. That way you can double check and make sure you did hear properly, read properly, and make sure that your answers are obviously the ones that you want to submit. So they're coming right up, and then we're going to launch into a break. Rock Ultra says, can't she sing it? I mean, she can sing it, but it's an old song now, so she likes singing different things that are more common or fun for her. I mean, she can definitely sing it. She has song requests options, so I think there's a link that you can actually request stuff. I'll get that link during the break, or I'll try to get that during the break, or I'll get her to post it in the chat window for you, and that way you can suggest or ask her to sing particular songs. And that's for anyone, not just Rock Ultra on Twitch. Anyone who has song requests for Risa Mei, she does take requests, so you can request those as well in any of the comments, and I'll get her to post the link as well, because I believe there's an actual site where you can put stuff in, and it has like a track list of songs that she sings. But yeah, so question repeats for now, guys. Then we're going to go into a break. Enjoy the break. We'll be back with round 2 answers after this break. But until then, stay safe.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed a lip. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything.
Hello, ladies and gents, we are back again. That is right, that is right. Alrighty, fantastic. I've actually decided to grab a stool and have a bit of a sit down, so I'm going to try that. So the angle of the camera might be a little bit different. Angled it up a little bit, because otherwise I was sitting up way too high. But yeah, it's all good. Alright, so let's go through the answers to round 2. I'll just double check, because I know that I was getting one more submission coming through on the Twitch feed from a Hera Gandalf, so maybe I'll give you another 30 seconds to a minute, good sir, to get those through. So in the meantime, we can just chat away, just make sure that you guys are going to get those answers sent through, because I know that you jumped in last week actually, jumped in a little bit late, but now you're here earlier, which is great, so you can get involved. Good old Hera Gandalf, I appreciate that, mate, good friend of ours. And yeah, actually a gaming friend of ours. We used to game quite a little bit. We've stopped that just because we're all, I don't know, just moving on or playing different games or whatever. But yeah, we had a good fun time on the game Neverwinter on the PS4. About maybe, well, I think, was it when the quarantine started? With all the lockdowns began? Or was it even before that? I forget. But I remember another friend of ours, PS4 crashed, and then Risa got into Animal Crossing, and then it just kind of drifted off. So unfortunately, we don't play that game anymore. I think I may have even just uninstalled it on PS4. I think I'm done with it. I think it's, you know, done and dusted. But Gandalf, are you getting those answers in to me, good sir? Let us know over on Twitch. I just want to make sure that you do get them sent to me before we go through the answers. I can't have any cheating. I know you had the Google link form. Put that for you in the Twitch chat, so hopefully you're getting those answers submitted through. Let me know that you've sent it through. I can buy you maybe another 30 seconds to a minute if I just sit here and sway. Or we do that sing-along. All good, mate. You said you're working on it. All good. I appreciate that. But again, guys, hopefully you've all been having a wonderful, I guess, start to the weekend. Ooh, we've got Stacey over in the Facebook chat. There we go. Didn't even see you over there. Just was too busy looking over at the Twitch thing and checking the answers. But stopping by for a bit, she says, playing from home with the time that you have. That's okay. Well, I'm glad that you're still playing at home. I appreciate the support and the tuning in. Good stuff. Reese is going to be singing again at the end of the 4th round. So if you're hanging around or tuning in at least for that, you'll be able to hear her sing as well, Stace. So Stacey, another good friend of ours. Good long-time friend of mine from Universal back in 2011 when I first started over there. Good times. A lot of great memories from that place. USJ, they're doing auditions again as well, actually. For those who are, you know, performers, actors, singers, dancers, and you want to get out and actually work maybe in a different country, Universal Studios, look them up, get on that. They are doing auditions now, I think, for the Japan and Beijing parks. Beijing's a new one that they're opening up, so that's exciting. That'll be first time performers in that particular park that they'll be opening up in Beijing. For next year, so that's all very exciting. But I highly recommend going over and working for that company. Great place, great people, great company, great countries, just all around great. Good stuff, good fun. But yeah, don't let the fear of traveling and being in a different country scare you. It is great fun. You will enjoy it. Alright, just double checking that Gandalf's got his answers submitted. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. I'm holding out for you. I'm holding up for a hero. As we do. You know what, Stace? I don't know when you tuned in, Stace, but if you want, I can pop up the question repeats for this particular round for you before we go through the answers, just in case you missed them. These were the question repeats for, well, guess questions for round 2. So I know those who have submitted answers may not need these, but for Stacey who's tuning in just for a bit, playing from home, which is great, these were the questions for round 2 in case you missed them. Harry Gandalf, I'm giving you a bit more. It's for round 2, buddy. Round 2 is the round we are on. Round 2. So we have the multiple choice round, which is always round 2. Harry Gandalf says he's done. Let me have a look. It is. It's submitted. Oh my god, fantastic. Alright, well there's the second round for Stacey, just in case she needs them. Because I did say I was going to put them on there. So that is up there for Stace, in case she needs them. Just have a look at it. It is the multiple choice round. I know you said you're not going to submit them, but I just thought I'd put them up there for a little bit for you. But since that is all done now, we can bring my handsome face back on the screen. We can go through the answers. And now that Gandalf has submitted his, which is great. So I'm going to bring those up on the screen for myself, so I know. I mean, I pretty much know them anyway, because I, you know, looked them up and researched them and all the rest of it. but I'd like just to have them there anyway. So, question number 1 was this. The Eastern Hemisphere is larger than the Western Hemisphere in terms of land mass. True or false? It is true! Because apparently, well, the reason that they put is because it also contains Asia and Africa, and those are two huge land masses, obviously. A lot of land, countries and cities and whatnot in those places. So Asia and Africa is in the Eastern Hemisphere, so hence why it has a larger land mass than the Western. So there you go, it was true. Number 2, what is the capital city of Liberia? It is A, Monrovia. Monrovia was the answer for question number 2 here. So if you put A, Monrovia, congratulations, you got yourself a point. Well done. Number 3 now, how many countries does the Nile River flow through? Or maybe on this side. Flow, I'm just trying to picture like a river flowing through something. Is it 9, 17, 11, or 3? The answer is 11. 11 countries the Nile River flows through. Wow, that's crazy. 11 countries. Number 4 now. What continent is the Himalayas in? Is it Australia, Asia, Europe, or Africa? The correct answer is Asia. B, Asia there. Well, there we go. Harry Gandalf's done a guess and got it correct. See, guys? He is living proof. I've always encouraged, if you don't know the answer, have a guess, because you never know, you might get it correct. And Harry Gandalf over in the Twitch feed has guessed an answer based on obviously the options that were given over here. Oops, keep using the wrong hand for that. On the options over here, and he got it right. So the 1 in 4 chance, lucky man. Good stuff. Good stuff there. So number 5, wait, did I say the answer to number 4? Number 4, whoops, I've got both on the screen there. Let me get rid of that. That was a bit of a layover. So the continent the Himalayas is in is Asia. So Asia for number 4 there. Asia for number 4. Ooh, Stacey says if you don't believe him, you are in denial. Ooh, denial. Wow, I get it. I get it. Stacey's making a joke. A punny joke over in the Facebook chat. Denial. Nice one. Obviously for the Nile question. I get it. Yes, puns. You know what? High five. I'm high-fiving my camera to you, Stacey, for the pun. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Harry Gandalf, that was for you. She was making that pun for you, for your guess. So there you go, mate. You got a pun from a good friend of ours over on the Facebook chat, Stacey. Alright now, number 5. True or false again, the Swiss Alps are not located in the Eastern Hemisphere. Well, this would be false. It's Europe and Switzerland is where they are located. So, not located in the Eastern Hemisphere. It is false. So that means they are. So not located. So it's false. So it means they are located in the Eastern Hemisphere. You get it? You see what I did there? A little bit tricky, but the answer is false. Is what you're looking for here for number 5. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. Number 6 now. In which country would you find Unicorn Cave? Unicorn Cave, which is what I actually want to know where to find this. It is in D, Austria. Austria is where you can find Unicorn Cave. And now that has just been added to my list of countries to go visit. Purely because I want to see what Unicorn Cave is. Are there unicorns? Are they live? Hopefully not, like, skeletons. That's just weird and creepy. But I guess for history, maybe there's a whole museum and stuff on it. I don't know. But Unicorn Cave sounds like a cool place to check out. But there, again, probably can't do it till at least next year anyway. Alright, number 7 now. What body of water touches the countries of Sweden, Finland, and Poland? Well, that would be Sea, the Baltic Sea. Haha, get it? Sea, the Baltic Sea. Sea. That's what you're looking for there. The answer was in the pun. Sea, the Baltic Sea. There you go. See there for number 7. Number 8 now. Which of the following countries is not in the Eastern Hemisphere? Is it China, USA, Liberia, or Egypt? It is indeed the USA. The USA for number 8 here. And Karen says, I still say unicorns live in the Harry Potter forest. Ah, she's making the reference to the Harry Potter movies. So she says they live in the Harry Potter forest. Unfortunately, that wasn't one of the multiple choice options, but maybe if it was, you could have been correct. But nice one on the funny point answer, Karen. I appreciate that. Harry Gandalf says, I think unicorns are from Australia. Does that mean you're saying that I am either A unicorn, B, a descendant from unicorns, C, am friends with a unicorn, or D, somehow half unicorn? Harry Gandalf. A, B, C, or D? What do you think? I literally was just running with that randomly and just making a multiple choice. There we go, unicorns from Australia. Fantastic. That means Karen Graham as well. E, you have a pet unicorn. How did you know? I deliberately tried to leave that off so that way people don't find it and try and steal my pet unicorn. Now they know, Harry Gandalf. You have revealed my secret to the world of my pet unicorn. Who is still in Australia, not here with me in California. Or is it? Or is Risa actually secretly a unicorn? No, she's not. She's a human. She's definitely a human. Alright, number 9 now. How many countries are in the how many countries is the Gobi or Gobi Desert in? Is it 2, 3, 4, or 5? The answer is 2. China and Mongolia. China and Mongolia are the 2 countries that the Gobi Desert go in. Mother says all of the above in regards to the unicorn multiple choice question. Oh dear, so I am a unicorn, I'm related to a unicorn, I'm half unicorn, I have unicorn something in me, I forget what my options even were. And apparently I have a pet version of a unicorn, says my mother over in the Facebook chat. Brilliant, Mum! Well, I didn't know that you knew about this, you've been keeping that all a secret from me. There we go. Unicorns also in Australia at home too. Fun fact. For those who have never been to Australia, we have unicorns. Alright, question number 10 now. What continent is the Great Barrier Reef located off the coast of? Speaking of things Australia, well, that's the answer to this actual question. Australia is where the Great Barrier Reef is located off the coast of. So A for Australia there. That's what we were looking for number 10. Hopefully you guys did well for round 2's multiple choice round. We are now starting a new round, round 3. So for those who are submitting forms for the first time, you're just going to be going into the submit another form option, choose round 3 for this point, this time, and then obviously put the corresponding answers in the question numbered sections. But for now, we're going to get rid of those questions on that screen there. Open up the round 3 box. That's right, it is all about around the world. Oh, Harry Gandalf's already sending scores. He said 4 out of 10. Not bad, that's almost 50% for that particular round, mate. Job well done. That's 40%. I mean, maybe in schools and stuff, that's technically a fail because you have to get over 50% to pass. But here, you still pass, Harry Gandalf. Maybe not with flying colours, but you still pass. Well, I've got to tilt the camera down because I've stopped sitting up on the stool. Alright, so we're going to the picture round, guys. Picture, which is all about cuisines. So what's going to happen is on the screen, roughly where my face is going to be pictures of cuisines, and you have to tell me where they're from. The origin of where these particular cuisines are from. So if you foodie lovers, this is obviously the round for you, so hopefully you guys do well with this. I'm going to put my head on this side because voila! This cuisine right here, and mind you, this round may make you hungry. There should have been a warning that popped up on screen. This round may make you hungry. Be warned. You may have cravings. You may go out and buy certain foods. I do not endorse any of these foods, but then again, part of me does because they all look delicious. So, I'm not getting anything from it if you go and buy these foods as a result. I wish I kind of was. Maybe I should have contacted all these foods and been like, hey, I'm going to be including all pictures of your amazing foods from your different places. You should give me money for doing so. They probably would have told me where to go, which probably wouldn't be a pleasant place. Wouldn't be Unicorn Cave. They wouldn't tell me to go there. Or maybe they would. I don't know. But yes, what country is this cuisine from? Question number 1. This one here. What country is this cuisine from? Remember, this is all cuisines from around the world. Keeping the theme here, around the world cuisines. You tell me what country these cuisines are from, alright? Question number 1 here. Number 2 is this one. Oh, seriously, it's making me so hungry looking at all these. This is what happens when I don't eat dinner before these Trivs. Really bad idea to do it. Food, cuisine round, and not have eaten beforehand. So I'm just gonna start drooling outside of my mouth here. That's not pleasant. That's okay. What country is this cuisine from? Hopefully it's some favourites of yours for those who are viewing. Maybe you had some tonight or are planning to have some over the weekend. I don't know. Or you had some this week. I'm getting a bit of a laser light on my face at that point. Whether I was there, right there. I have a little laser light. That must be coming through Well, that's funny because it's right behind one of those gaps that actually can seep through. I'm getting lasered. Laser treatment, guys. On my face. Laser treatment. Harry Gandalf asks, how am I spending the 4th of July? Mate, I have no idea how I'm spending it. I'm not really doing anything. I'll probably drink here and work on more trivia stuff. And I'm working on a voice reel at the moment. The gym's actually closed tomorrow, so I can't actually go and train. Yeah. I mean, I would love to go out and see people and actually, like, socialize and celebrate, but it's just not with Corona going on. It's too risky. I don't want to risk myself and the people here I live with and anyone else I come in contact with during the next, I guess, 2 weeks, if that was the case that I did get it. I just don't want to risk it. It's not worth it. So, unfortunately, I won't be doing too much, mate. What about yourself? Are you doing anything interesting? I know you live with family and stuff, so maybe you've got plans with the fam? Anyone else? 4th of July plans? Feel free to post it in the comments. Let us know what you guys are going to try and do. Or if you have any recommendations for me. I mean, I know Rock Ultra was suggesting sing-offs. Maybe I'll just have a sing-off and just sing songs relating to the 4th of something. I don't know. Or July. Or America. So pretty much almost any American song whatsoever. But yes, this one here. What country is this cuisine from here? This one looks delish. I mean, they all look delish, but, you know. You know. Number 4, this one here. It looks like it's a bit of a grill. Something's on a grill there. What's on this grill? What country is this cuisine from? Now Gandalf says, same here. We're planning to have some family over, but it's just not a good idea yet. Yeah, I know, buddy. It's tough with what's been going on. That's what I mean. I feel like once that is safe again and we're able to go out and socialize, I think maybe I'll just do a week of, like, catching up on all the holiday celebrations that we've missed. And it'll just be a week of partying, drinking, socializing, playing playing games, all that kind of stuff. Thin Line community over in Twitch. Welcome, mate. We're doing trivia at home here. You gotta guess the country the cuisine is from. Says, I look like one of those sausages. Well, you look cooked? Are you saying you were out in the sun today? You had a bit too much sun? You always gotta wear sunscreen, mate. Says it's in the UK. Welcome from the UK. We have another person over here in this stream from the UK as well. Rock Ultra is from a fellow Brit, a UKian. A UKian? Englishman? A UKian. That just doesn't sound right at all. Yes, welcome. We're doing trivia. You gotta write your answers down and then submit them to me through the Google link form. If you need a copy of that, let me know and I can post it in the chat for you. Actually, I'll do it now just because I can. I mean, why not? There's a Google form link in the chat for you if you want to submit some answers for the trivia that we got going on here. Yes, we're doing the cuisines round from around the world themed trivia. What country is this cuisine from? Number 4. Number 5 now is this one. What country is this from? This is one of my absolute all-time favorites, by the way. For anyone who knows me, that is a hint. For those who don't know me, I guess it means nothing and I apologize. But just know that this is delicious. It's a favorite of mine. I highly recommend it. And if you don't like it, I'll eat it for you. How's that? I'll eat it for you. It's amazing. I love it. Yes, what country is this cuisine from? Big fan of this one. Big fan. Yeah, pretty much I would eat everything that's in this particular picture out. That's all making me really hungry. So hungry. I just want to eat it. All of it. All of it. It's making me so hungry that I keep changing voices mid-sentence. Alright, halfway through the picture round, guys. Question number 6 now. We have this. We have this on the screen here. It looks like it's on top of some sort of grill or stove-toppy looking thing. Pan, maybe. Yeah, maybe there's some extra hints in the actual pictures themselves for the actual food. Just keep in mind. Take everything into account of what's in the image. That might help. Or maybe it's a distraction. I don't know. Actually, I do know, but I'm just trying to say that, you know, take everything into account. Enjoy it, guys. Yeah. Do all that. Bring back multiple choice. I'm about to fail. Gandalf, this is a picture round, mate. We do one multiple choice round, we do one picture round, and then we do a confidence round, and also the first round is normal text as well. 0 out of 10, Harry Gandalf, I would have thought that you have expanded and have eaten some of these foods. If you have not, well, when we can go back out and start eating, my friend, some of these I know we have here in Cali. That's not obviously where they're from, but we will go and eat these because you need to eat some of these foods, my good friend. Number 7 now is this one here. What country is this one from? Well, what's the cuisine, and then, yeah, what's it from? You might actually know. Oh, Stacy says number 6, so the previous one is an absolute love. I agree, it is a good one, Stace. I do love it as well. This one is also a great one. Really good if you're sick. Oh, Harry Gandalf says, I know some of them, but I just don't know where they are from. Ah, well, Harry Gandalf, this is the another benefit of this trivia. When you learn about where they're from, you are going to be thus educating yourself and knowing cool fun facts. So the next time you go and eat such delicious foods as these, you're going to be like, I know where this is from. And boom, all of a sudden you'll have an appreciation for the different foods and relating them to different countries and being like, oh my god, I didn't know this food was from this country. That's super rad. So there you go. The more you know. Dun, 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 and that star flashes across the screen or whatever it is. That's it, isn't it? The more you know, and then it's the little star in space or whatever that flies across the screen. Yes. Number 7 is this one here. Number 8, this one. What's this? What is this? Looks good. I'd eat it. I mean, literally, I'd eat pretty much everything that's been on the screen so far. That means I would eat myself, because I've been on the screen. Cannibalism. I think it'll taste alright. I know, I guess some people think I'm exotic because I'm from Australia, right? So, some people think Australia doesn't exist. So, I guess I would taste unbelievable. Ha ha! Get it? Horrible joke. But also kind of not. I literally just made that up on the spot just then. That was actually kind of funny. You know what? I'm going to hold on to that one. I'm going to use that again in the future. I don't know where, don't know when, but I will. I'm keeping it. Too bad. Feel free for others to use it. Well, unless you're not Australian, it wouldn't work. You need to be an Australian to use it. Or have an Australian friend and reference the joke to them. Because it's about Australia not existing, apparently. Yes, this one here. What country is this cuisine from? Only 2 left, guys, of the picture. Number 9. This one here should be a nice, easy one. I do occasionally throw some nice, easy ones in for you. Hopefully this one here... Oh, I can kind of duck out over here for a little bit. Because I got my drink on this side. Hopefully this one's an easy one for you. Harry Gandalf, if you don't get this one, mate, come on. Come on, son. You should know where this one's from. Number 9. Oh, I forgot to change the colours on the back. I wasn't meant to do that for the previous round. Wait, I do that now. Let me push. There we go. I know, is green a colour that makes you hungry? Yeah, colours like make you feel different things. I wonder if green's a colour that makes you hungry. Is there a colour that's meant to make you hungry? I don't even know if that's a thing. I think it is a thing. Colours apparently bring out different feelings. Gandalf says he does know this one. Good to know, mate. Good to know. You think you would be disowned if you didn't? I would disown you. I would disown you. I don't even own you, but I would disown you. I don't know what that means. Green looks good, he says. Alright, green is matching the food theme, he says. And number 10, what country is this cuisine from? This one's a tricky one. See how good all these dishes look? Like, for real. Anyone else hungry? No? Yes? Just me? Even if it's just me, it doesn't matter. I don't know if the green's changing anything. That's making me even hungrier. It's definitely not making me not hungry. It's not having an effect on me for food. So it's either a neutral and keeping me the same, or making me hungry. but it's definitely not retracting it, going backwards and being like, no, I'm not hungry anymore. Green's great. Green's a good color. Green means go. Go eat food. Ah, it is. It's encouraging me to eat food. Alright, so what country is this cuisine from? Number 10 here. And that's a pitch around, guys. Round 3 done just like that. Again, pitch around, again, will come up with question repeats. It'll be 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10 with the pitch on the screen, so you can double check your answers before submitting them. Otherwise, you guys know the drill. Facebook Messenger option if you're doing the screenshot. Otherwise, Google form. Choose round 3 from the round selection option and then submit your answers accordingly and then get that through to me. Otherwise, question repeats coming right up. If you're done with that, you could just get a longer break. Otherwise, you can have a break after the question repeats. And then after that, after the break, we come back with the answers to round 3 before we launch into our final round for the night, guys. The confidence round. And I'll explain how that works when we get to it, alright? But in the meantime, enjoy your break, and we'll be right back.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed a lip. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September.
Alright, ladies and gents, we are back. Round 3. Answers coming right up. I'm just going to quickly double check again since I was just turning the fan and all that stuff off to make sure there wasn't any background crazy noise going on while all this was happening. So that's all good. Everyone submitted on the Google Forms as well as the Facebook Messenger chat, which is great. Thank you guys for doing that once again and appreciate the speedy response, or I guess sending of answers, which is great. So let's go through the answers now to the Cuisines round. That's right, the very delightful, very yummy looking Cuisines round. So, question number 1 was this one here, this delightful dish. Where is this from? Well, this is a Brazilian cuisine. Brazilian is what we're looking for. So Brazil was the country we're looking for. I actually forgot to write all these down, actually. If I have the documents up, I'm pretty sure I named them accordingly, so I can read them, even though they're not written down. Ah, this is a feijoada. A feijoada or feijoada? Feijoada black bean stew, or feijoada black bean stew. And it's a Brazilian cuisine. There we go. I do have it saved in the file names, just not on the pictures here. So I'll read them out to you as well. So there you go. This is the country that one's from, Brazil, for number 1. Number 2 is this one here. I remember this one, so that's fine. Number 2 is this one here, is from China, is Peking duck. Peking duck from China is what we're looking for here. Well, not Peking duck, just the China part. So Chinese cuisine is what we wanted for number 2 here. Number 3 is this one. Oh, this delightful looking dessert. It is a French cuisine. It is creme brulee, for those who are dessert lovers. Would have done well and got that one for sure, no doubt. So creme brulee on that one. And before this one here with the sausages on the grill is a bratwurst. It is from Germany. Germany is the country this cuisine is from. The bratwurst sausage is what we're looking for here. So Germany, number 4. Number 5, this cuisine here, one of my absolute favorites in the world. Oh my god. This one here is actually from Indonesia. It is satay, ladies and gents. Satay is what we're looking for number 5. Satay, absolutely amazing. Seriously, seriously amazing. And Indonesia was the country it's from. Number 6, we have this one here, which is a love of Stacy's, as you mentioned, for number 6. And I'm a very big fan of this as well. And just the country in general, because the country is Japan. It is okonomiyaki. I was going to have sushi up there, but sushi's like way too easy. So I decided to put okonomiyaki up there. Something a little bit different, but still Japanese. So Japan was what I'm looking for there for number 6. Number 7, this one here is a great dish. Very, very good if you're sick, if you've got a cold or anything, need some good, healthy veggies and broth and soup, which is pretty much what it is. It's pho. It is Vietnamese. Vietnamese is what we're looking for number 7. So Vietnam for number 7. Number 8, this one here, which looks like a bit of a pastry-looking mini lasagna or something of some sort. Well, it is indeed from Turkey. It is a Turkish cuisine, and it's actually called a baklava. A baklava. That's what it's called. I knew it when I saw the name of it, but I've forgotten it, so I had to go look it up. But a baklava is what we're looking for here for number 8 for Turkey. Number 9, this one here. Well, this was a variety of foods. This one was a bit of an easy one for everybody. Here we go. Now says you got 2 in a row. Good work, buddy. This one here is obviously from Mexico. So we got Mexican food, we got nachos, we got tacos, and a few other varieties. I actually had to trim the image because it had so many more in there as well, so I actually had to trim it just to try and narrow it down, and also otherwise it wouldn't have all fit on the screen enough for you guys to see it properly. So, but yes, Mexican food is what we're looking for here. Karen Graham said Greek. Was that for the previous one? For the Turkish option, Karen Graham? I don't think you would put Greek for this one. Not for number 9. Number 8, most likely. But yes, number 10 is this one here as well. Finishing off, this is a Lebanese dish. So Lebanon is what we're looking for, and this dish is actually called, where did I put it? It's kibbeh. Kibbeh, 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 for number 10. Karen Graham says Greek and Lebanon both have baklava. Interesting. Oh, for baklava, that was for Turkish for number 8. Let me look that up, Karen, and get back to you if you put Greek for that, and I'll let you know if you get that point. But I had it down as a Turkish origin, so it's from, it may obviously be available in other countries, but let me check and confirm that it is Turkey and not Greek and Lebanon. I mean, yes, they probably do have it, but whether it's from those two countries as well, I will double check that for you, alright? But yes, for number 8, we did have Turkey for the number 8 dish. Yes, so number 10, this is from Lebanon, Lebanese dish here, which is kibbeh, or kibbeh. So that is round 3's questions and answers, ladies and gents. So that means we're now moving on to our final round. Karen Graham says I have a Greek brother-in-law. Well then, that's good knowledge to have that. So I'll double check for you and see if it is. But then again, that could just be favoritism. It could be bias, and maybe he just wants it to be from Greek. I don't know. But no, I'll double check for you, Karen. I appreciate the input. I'll double check for the number 8 answer as well. Alright, I'll double check that for you. Harry Gandalf says he got 4 out of 10 again. At least consistent with the number 4. That's all good. Well, now we're in round 4. Mr. Harry Gandalf over on Twitch, and everyone else is obviously playing. We are now in round 4, which is the confidence round, a round of the world themed questions. So the way this works is 10 random questions. You're going to be ranking the answers you put for these questions from 10 to 1. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. And the reason for that is that each ranking number you give it, for each correct answer you get the ranking number as your points for that answer. Now, you can only use each ranked number once, so once you've used a 10, you can't use that again. You have to use the next highest number for a 9, then an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a possible 55 points alone you can get just in this round, which is huge points. Game-changing points just for this round, and that's why we do it at the end. But hence why it's also randomized, so the questions are a little bit trickier. You gotta work for those extra points, guys, alright? So that's why we do that. So points are given based on your ranked numbers. You can only use each ranked number once. It's called the confidence round because it's how confident you are at putting which ranked numbers to which answers that you give. And obviously it's still the same as the previous rounds with don't putting of the correct answers in the comments. Joke answers you can if you like. Use a pen and paper or note-taking app device to have your answers written down on, and then send them to me at the end of each round again. So without further ado, guys, let's get round 4's confidence round around the world themed trivia underway. Question number 1 is this. The 2016 Summer Olympic Games was held in the city of which southern hemisphere? So I should say which, not the southern hemisphere. Well, I guess in this city of the Southern Hemisphere. No, that makes sense. Okay, it does make sense. I just read it slowly and incorrectly. The 2016 Summer Olympic Games was held in this city of the Southern Hemisphere. There you go. No, that is written properly. I just hesitated in the way I read it, and it sounded weird. But yes, in other words, you want to tell me the name of the city. And it's in the Southern Hemisphere. So, around the world. Keeping with the around the world theme here. Now the picture round's done, I can go back and sit back on my stool. Get back on my stool, get comfy, and I might just tilt the camera up a wee bit. There we go. That way you're not just looking at my neck, or the top part of my chest. But yeah, the 2016 Olympic Games, or Summer Olympic Games, was held in this city of the Southern Hemisphere. Which city? Tell me the city. Number 2 now. What is the only sea without any coasts? What is the only sea without any coasts? Right? Sounds interesting. A sea without any coasts. What? Yep. It exists. There is one. What is the only sea without any coasts? Again, beautiful, fun, random facts and bits of knowledge that you guys can take home. Or if you are watching from home, you already are home. Keep it home. Stick it in your brain and then use it when we can get out and start socializing again. For fun facts with friends and family and work colleagues, whatever else. Whoever else. Anyone and everyone. Maybe next time you go grocery shopping, when you're at the checkout, they're scanning your items, you can be like, hey, guess what? Boom. Knowledge drop. You're welcome. Pretty much. You're welcome. Yeah. Number 3 now. What is the driest place on Earth? What is the driest place on Earth? The driest place on Earth. What is it? Yeah, tell me what it is. These questions are a little bit trickier. Bigger points up for grabs, so they've got to be a little bit trickier. Around the world themed. Eric Gandalf says, I'll be using these as pickup lines. Well then, good sir. I never even thought of that. If you want to use my trivia knowledge giving facts as pickup lines, by all means do it. And let me know how they go. Because that would be super cool to be like, hey, I met this person and now we're together. And be like, oh, how'd you meet them? Well, I dropped this trivia knowledge on them as a pickup line. And they liked it. I'll be like, oh my god, I'm a little Cupid. Trivia Cupid. That's my name now. Gotta change all my branding. Well, wait, I gotta see if it works first. Gandalf's gonna keep me posted on whether the Trivia Cupid thing works. I shall expect updates, weekly updates, Gandalf. Well, I guess you're not going out too much at the moment, but, you know, keep me updated at when you use them. Let me know how they go, how they're received. We can do a bit of a study. Yes, question 3, what is the driest place on Earth? Question 4, the haka is a war dance of which country? The haka is a war dance of which country? Alright, so sometimes I do throw an easy question, even in this round. Even in this round, I know. Just giving out points, Jeremy. I'm the trivia fun fact Cupid point giver. That's some weird long title. And it probably could be longer if I wanted to just insert other words in there, but let's just keep it at this for now. Trivia Cupid point giver. Yep, that'll do. The haka is a war dance of which country? Which country? The haka is a war dance of which country? That's what we're looking for here. Dear. Oh dear. I crack you guys up as much as I crack myself up. Can't make yourself laugh, well, what hope you got in making others laugh, right? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go. Number 5, what is the most abundant metal in Earth's crust? What is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust? There we go. What? What is this? Well, what is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust? Question number 5. Halfway through the confidence round, guys. Lovely, lovely stuff here. Good fun. Good fun indeed. Oh, I didn't change from the green, did I? Let's see, what other colors do I have? I can remove the white and maybe do... Ooh, what did I do? Yeah, green and blue. Green and blue. Like an ocean. Or like, you know, kind of like what most of the world's actually made up of. So now we're in theme. Now we are in theme. Alright, moving on into the next question. Ooh, a bit of a longer one. Second breakfast, famously mentioned in The Lord of the Rings, is actually a traditional meal in 5 places. 1 being a state and 4 being countries. Name 1 of the 5. Yep, you don't need to name all 5. I just want 1 of them. Second breakfast, famously mentioned in The Lord of the Rings, is actually a traditional meal in 5 places. 1 state, 4 countries. These are real places, by the way. Don't give me Middle-earth and places in Middle-earth. I'm talking about actual estate and 4 countries in our world. Name 1 of the 5 places that it's actually a traditional meal in. I didn't know this. I honestly thought until I looked this up and found it that second breakfast was just a funny thing that was mentioned in Lord of the Rings and it was cool. And then I saw this and I was like, oh my god, it's actually a thing in places. This is rad. I mean, if I ever get up early enough, I haven't for a long time now, that I have an early breakfast and then when I have a second breakfast, which is around 10:30, 11 anyway. So it's kind of like morning tea equivalent. Every household still under quarantine. Is that in regards to the second breakfast? What are we talking about here? Gandalf. Sorry, I don't think that was a delayed comment. Jumped in. Yes, I guess everyone can have a second breakfast, because everyone's under quarantine. No one's going anywhere. Yes, name 1 of the 5 places that second breakfast is an actual traditional meal in. Number 7 now. According to 2019 data, what is the most populated city in the world? According to 2019 data, or data, depending depending on where you're from. What is the most populated city in the world? Populated city. Interesting one. Think about all the cities in the world and how many people there are in the world. And the answer to both of those is a lot and even more than a lot. But yeah, think of which one is the most populated. I, lucky enough, have had the pleasure of visiting this particular city in my so far limited travel experience. It's not limited, I've done a bit of traveling, but there's still so much more to see. But yeah, I've actually visited this place. So I have visited the most populated city in the world according to 2019. Number 8 now. In 1997, Zaire was renamed the Democratic Republic of what? In 1997, Zaire, or Zari, or Zaya, Azai, probably should have looked up how that was pronounced, was renamed the Democratic Republic of what? Democratic Republic of what? Obviously the name changed, probably because maybe they couldn't pronounce it either. They had too many people like me trying to figure out how it was pronounced, and they went, you know what? We're changing it. Because people are struggling to pronounce this word. So we are now going to call it something else. Actually, I have no idea why they changed it. It could have been, it probably is a so much different reason than that. I'm just taking the mickey out of myself because I can't seem to pronounce the actual name itself. So I'm using that. But no, it's probably very much not that at all. Yes, 1997, this place, spelled Z-A-I-R-E, was renamed the Democratic Republic of what? Question 8. 2 more to go, guys. 2 more to go. What nation produces 2/3 of the world's vanilla? Which is strange, because in Neapolitan ice cream, vanilla only makes up 1/3. Math. Confusing, right? I know. What nation produces 2/3 of the world's vanilla? Oh, third way I pronounced... it was right. Wait, which was the third way? Zai. Oh, now I'm going to look that up. Wait, I have the questions on my phone as well. Let me look that up. Let me. Hang on. Zaire? Zaire? I don't know which was my third way now. I went too many options and I forgot which one was which. But I'm glad at least one of the ways I pronounced previously was correct. Thank you, Karen Graham, for helping me with that. If you want to like spell it out in the Facebook chat as how it's said, like if it's za, then put Z-A or Z-A, and then I-R or something, put E-Y-E for I or something like that. If you want to like do that for me, that'd be awesome. And then I will learn. And then when I am out and about in my travels, again, once the world lets us travel, I'll be like, hey, I learned from a good friend of mine, Karen Graham, how to pronounce this word. Did you know? Boom. There you go. Karen Graham gets credit. But yes, what nation produces 2/3 of the world's vanilla? Obviously, they have leftovers from the Neapolitan ice cream, because that's only 1/3 vanilla. And number 10 now. What continent is located at latitude 90 degrees south, longitude 0 degrees east? That was a tricky one to say. What continent is located at latitude 90 degrees south, longitude 0 degrees east? Zaire. Ah, okay, Zaire. Thank you, Karen Graham, for adding that to the chat. Zaire. Zaire or Zaire? Zaire. Risa, do you actually know how to pronounce that?
I'm sorry?
Z or Z-A-I-R-E.
Z-A-I-R-E.
Yeah. I was thinking Zaire. It used to be called, a city or a town or a state. Wait, it was renamed the Democratic Republic of something. But yes, it was the name of something before it was renamed. Alright, so those are the 10 questions for the confidence round. Once again, guys, question repeats coming right up on the screen for you. If you don't need it, now is the time to go through and rank your answers 10 to 1. Now, hopefully you weren't ranking them prematurely before we had all the questions out, because you may have put a 10 on, say, question number 2 and been like, no, wait, actually wasn't that sure. I know number 8 is definitely 100% correct. I want to put my 10 there. But that's totally fine. You can actually just scribble that out and change it if you like, if you haven't submitted your answers yet. That's cool. But yes, now is the time to rank your answers 10 to 1. Remember, 10 being the most confident, 1 being the least confident. You have to use each number once only, okay? So once you've used 1, you can't use that again. You have to use the other remaining numbers that you have in the 10 to 1 bracket. Now remember, those are the potential points you'll be getting for each correct answer. Same applies for the previous rounds. You don't lose points for incorrect answers, so you're not going to lose the amount of rank answer points that you get for incorrect answers. You only gain points here. We just give points. We're all about the positive here, ladies and gentlemen. Positive. All in the points brackets. That's what we're doing here. Giving you guys points. So, question repeats coming right up, and then you guys can submit your answers to me again via the Facebook Messenger or the Google Forms link. After we come back, we're going to go through the answers. Once we've gone through those answers, you're going to come up with a final score for yourselves, and if you use the Google Forms, you'll be submitting that. There's an option underneath the round selection option to do submit final score, and then just send that to me. Facebook Messenger, just write it down, and then again, screenshot it for me. And while I'm double checking all that, that's when Risa Mei is going to be back up here singing for all of you, which is going to be super cool. But yes, let's get into the question repeats, and we'll be back very soon with the answers to round 4's trivia around the world themed. We're back soon, guys.
should have kissed a lip. Your hair was longer. I pulled away from it. Moved to the city over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors. I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you then. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wailing wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back home. Now you're coming back. I think I know you. We were here before the start of the storm. It's all around us, now we're coming back.
Hello, wonderful people. I am back. Thank you once again for sending through your answers to the confidence round, round 4, our final round here for the Around the World trivia. Oh, New Music Inferno has chimed in. What's new trivia themes coming up? I will let you know very soon. You know what? I'll try and bring up the actual image. I have decided on trivia theme rounds, and I might be able to actually upload it into this before, you know, while I'm getting into questions and stuff. So let's see if I can actually do that. But yes, 0 out of 40 questions you would have got at this point. New Music Inferno, no way, Johnny, you would have been fine, mate. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. But let's see, what do we have? The July trivia schedule. Which one do we have here? Which would be the easy one to pop up? Let's have a look. So I'm just gonna bring it up as an image, and then I'll be able to show you guys on the screen after we go through the answers to this particular round. Actually, no, I'll choose a different one. I don't like that actual shot of it. What about this one? Yeah, that'll work better. Let's go with that one. And that one can fill the screen. Oh, it's not gonna fill the screen. Oh, I made it the wrong size. Maybe that's why. That's okay. I'll fix that afterwards. It'll be a little bit squished, but I can show you regardless, guys. That's totally fine. But not yet. We'll show you after this, alright? So, just put it into the OBS software now, and I'll show you momentarily. But in the meantime, let's go through the answers to round 4's questions. Oh, Harry Gandalf, what are you doing? You forgot to rank your answers, you silly, silly boy. Well, no, what you were meant to do is when you were submitting answers to the Google form, as you write your answers down, put like a space or a dash or something, and then put the rank number next to it. And that's how you submit your answers through, with the rank number, okay? So that's what you should have done. So maybe just keep a mental track of how you did, and then you can just send me a screenshot, or when you do submitting final score, you can just fill in that answer sheet with the appropriate rank numbers that you had there, alright? And that's how you can let me know what your proper rank answers would have been, Mr. Harry Gandalf. Ah, Zaire! Karen Graham mentioned Zaire over there. Thank you, Karen Graham. Sorry, I just saw that now. A little bit late getting back to that. But yes, alright, so now that we've got that, let's go through... No, I opened up the wrong document. I want the trivia questions. That's what I want. That's what we're here for. Alright, and round 4's confidence round. Let's get right into it. The 2016 Olympic Games was held in this city of the Southern Hemisphere. That was Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro was the city we were looking for question number 1 here for the confidence round. Number 2, what is the only sea without any coasts? The only sea without any coasts. Well, that would be the Sargasso Sea. Sargasso. Sargasso. Yes, Rio de Janeiro for number 1. And Sargasso Sea for number 2. Number 3 now. What is the driest place on Earth? Oh, Gandalf, no, it was the... Wait, for which one were you asking about? Oh, no, city for the Southern Hemisphere. The city, my friend. Read the question. There's plenty of options for listening to the question and seeing it. So, unfortunately, I had to take the city, my good friend. Had to take city. That was the answer I was looking for there. But, whoops, now my phone's doing weird flippy things. There we go. Are we coming back? Let's... You know when you do landscape and horizontal and all that fun stuff, it's freaking out. There we go, we're back now. What is the driest place on Earth for number 3? It is the Atacama Desert in Chile. The Atacama Desert in Chile is the driest place on Earth there. Number 4 is the haka is a war dance of which country? Well, that would be New Zealand. New Zealand, that should have been an easy one for everybody. The haka is quite popular and well known. But yes, New Zealand, number 4 there. Number 5, what is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust? Well, that would be aluminium or aluminum, depending on where you're from and how you pronounce it. But aluminium or aluminum for number 5. And it's actually the third element, or third most element, not metal, but third most element, behind silicon and oxygen. And Harry Gandalf thought it was Japan. For the haka? You thought the haka was from Japan? I mean, Japan's amazing, but no, that's not the haka, dude. That's New Zealand. Dude, look it up. After this, go to a YouTube video and Google the haka, or YouTube the haka. Look it up. It's New Zealand dudes. Maybe Japanese people have done it or tried it, but it's definitely New Zealand, man. Definitely New Zealand. But yes, number 6, about second breakfast. Famously mentioned in The Lord of the Rings, is actually a traditional meal in 5 places. 1 state and 4 countries. Name 1 of the 5 places. So, if you had Bavaria, Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Hungary as one of those places, then you are correct and you can get your ranking points for this particular question. And congratulations for well done to getting those. But yes, so Bavaria, Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Hungary are the 5 places that second breakfast is a traditional meal. That is awesome. Super cool. Nice one, guys, for those places. Number 7, according to 2019 data, what is the most populated city in the world? That would be Tokyo. Tokyo. Now, it is a city that I've been to because I've visited. I spent most of my time in Japan in Osaka, but I visited Tokyo several times while I was there. So it was Tokyo, the city for 2019, the most populated city. Andy Gandalf is taking a big L this round. A big L. Interesting. 1997, Zaire. There we go. I have it. Put your hands in the air. Air. See? No. Okay, I know, horrible joke, but I'm going with it. Was renamed the Democratic Republic of what? That would be the Democratic Republic of Congo. Congo. Harry Gandalf says, Tokyo was my first answer. I shouldn't have changed it. I think my mum's answers were there was one city and then there was Tokyo, but then she changed it to Osaka. So you weren't the only one that changed it. Two of you had Tokyo at one point, but then you changed it. You should have gone with your gut feeling, guys. I think mum jumped too much into my hint saying that I'd visited that place. I didn't say I lived in it. I said I visited. So that was, I guess, the hint. Not living. I lived in Osaka, but I visited Tokyo while I was over living in Osaka. But there you go. Sorry, Mumsy, if you misinterpreted that. But that's okay. Number 9. What nation produces 2/3 of the world's vanilla? That would be Madagascar. Madagascar produces 2/3 of the world's vanilla. How cool is that? And number 10 is what continent is located at latitude 90 degrees south, longitude 0 degrees east? That would be Antarctica. Antarctica. And Malcolm Bertalik said frozen for... Wait, for which one? Which question was frozen for? Oh, for the vanilla, maybe? Or was it the Congo one? I don't know which one that was for. I didn't see where that comment bumped up. Wait. Hey, I don't know when that comment popped up, but there we go. Were there any Tokyo drifts in Tokyo? When I was there, no. But we had a lot of, like, people racing and cars and stuff actually in Osaka, right near where we were staying, occasionally. There'd be, like, street racing or bike racing, scooter racing, whatever, at stupid o'clock in the morning. When we were in Osaka there, so people were doing that. But there we go. Harry Gandalf said Iceland, not Antarctica, for number 10. Nice try though, buddy. Missing all this story, says Malcolm Brutalic. Oh, you're going all the way back through all that stuff with Frozen and Let It Go and all the rest of it. Alright, so those are the answers, guys. So again, now you're going to be tallying up all your scores and sending me either a screenshot of your final score or submit it to me through the Google form. Just in the round selection option, there's a submit final form. Final score, not your final form. What are we, like Dragon Ball Z and powering up? Submit your final score and then enter it underneath there. And then that way we know how it did. Oh, yes, my mum's screen froze, as I said. I think my mum... Oh, okay. So, Mother, in regards to the Tokyo answer, which was the popular city, someone else in the Twitch chat said that they put Tokyo but then changed it. And I said my mum originally had a answer down, scribbled that out, had Tokyo down, and then scribbled that out and put Osaka. Thinking because of the hint that I gave, I said I visited there, not that I lived there. So I lived in Osaka, but I visited Tokyo. So she misinterpreted my hint, unfortunately. And that's what I meant. So didn't hear anything from question 8, says Mum and Malcolm Metallic. So question 8, that was... So this question here was about the Congo one. I'm just going to pull all the 8, 9, and 10 up, guys, for the group that missed it. Hang on a sec. So the Democratic Republic of Congo was number 8. Democratic Republic of Congo was number 8. Number 9, the nation that produces 2/3 of the world's vanilla, world's vanilla, not words, world's vanilla is Madagascar. So Madagascar, number 9. And then number 10 was Antarctica, located at this latitude and longitude location, directions, reference points, whatever you want to call that. But yes, Team NMI, Team Music Inferno, there you go, I like that. But yes, alright, so again, send your final scores through to me, and then while you're all doing that, and I'm double checking answers, this is now time for Risa Mei to pop up and actually perform for you all. Yay!
This is Jeremy's final form!
Yeah, my final form. I have 2 heads, a tiny one on this side that can sing. Yep,
there we go.
There we go.
Now you've got 2 heads.
I have 2. This is my final form, guys.
This is his final form.
Yep. So when she sings, I'm going to be singing 2. Yeah. Wow, now I have a weird arm coming out.
There we go.
Oh, and then there's this one. Wow, 2 arms on this side and only 1 on this side. That's weird.
Yep.
Super weird, guys. Super
That's
weird.
just how his final form works.
Yep. Right, this is Friday's final form. That's what we're calling it now.
Friday's final form.
Friday's
I like
final
it.
form.
I really
FFF.
like it.
There we
Yes.
go. Alright guys, so Risa Mei's I'm gonna let her take over. Just obviously your songs are uploaded, so you just put it in there, I can turn it on for you or whatever. But yeah, go for it, but
That's alright.
yours.
Thank you. It has been a hot minute, guys. I miss you guys. But I got a new job, so I've been pretty much working every day of the week. But on top of that, I'm also doing a lot more auditions. I've created a voice acting reel for myself. I got hired for one job, a voice acting job, not just the one that I was hired in. Yes, this is definitely Jeremy's version of a unicorn. I totally agree. His final form is a unicorn. That includes me. Yeah, so I have been doing a lot of voice acting auditions. I've got a singing audition that I really need to record for, and I've also got a collaboration that I'm working on with another friend of mine. So just like a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on. So just the amount of time that I've been able to spend over here and on this is just minimal. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, if only I can, if only that brings in that much money. But it's still starting off. It's still like starting off small. But hopefully it'll get somewhere. But I am excited to be back here with you guys again. And yeah, reason why what kind of voice acting do I do? I'm doing character voice acting right now, so I have a character reel, and I've put in the show that I did with Netflix for like the kids show. So thinking maybe just like starting off with character. So yeah, so games, anime, Western cartoons, just a whole bunch of that stuff. Just whatever I can grab, whatever brings in the money, So yeah. So the reason why I came in late today and I'm only performing for you guys later towards the end of trivia night is because I was working on a video that I'm doing in collaboration with another friend. So I decided that I was going to sing this song that we're collaborating together with for you guys tonight. So yeah, so you guys are gonna hear him sing. His name's Chris. He's Chris Ian. I will be dropping links to our video when we do release it. But in the meantime, you guys will get to hear us. Yay! So, let me share. Oh, right. I'm gonna have to turn off this audio. Ta-ta. And I'll turn this one on.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. I know you want me. So don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards. Fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world could be ours tonight.
And that was the lovely Chris. You think it's easy. You think I don't wanna run to you. But there are mountains, and there are doors that we can't walk through. I know you're wondering why, 'cause we're able to be just you and me within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you'll be mine? Everything keeps us apart, and I'm not the one you were meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me. When everyone tells us what we can be, how can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world could be tonight. All I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you. It feels impossible. Is it impossible? Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing can keep us apart. 'Cause you were the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. And why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours? You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide, but I can't have you. We're bound to break and my hands are tied. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you guys. Hope you guys like that. That is Rewrite the Stars from The Greatest Showman. Beautiful movie, beautiful song.
I've been changing the background while you were singing that.
Oh, you totally could have. Missed opportunity.
Whoa.
That's okay. Next time. You can totally
Yeah.
do that for next time. So we know now. But yeah, there we go. Ta-da! Beautiful things happening in the back. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you've joined Twitch. Oh, it's so nice to see you on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we have a video that, well, I just recorded my part for the video for it today, and we have that coming out pretty soon, so when it does come out, I'll drop it over on Facebook, and we'll let you guys know. Yeah, so on Twitch too, like, I guess the trivia after we do release the video, we can totally throw that link up there, and then you guys can go ahead and have a gander. But I think Jeremy is ready. I think
Yep.
he's got all the scores.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, good.
Alrighty.
Okay. Thanks, Riz.
You're welcome. Well, good luck, guys, for the final scoring. May the best team win. Bye. I'll see you guys next time.
And once again, awesome work, Risa Mei. That's what I'm here for now. Rock Ultra, I believe that was you that wanted that sing along. You now have that, so you can come back and rewatch the stream if you want. Currently watching it, because I know it's quite late in the UK, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., or whatever. But yeah, that you can sing along to that song. It was about rewriting the stars, so there you go, mate. So that you can do that if you want to come back and sing that. But yes, thank you guys for sending through all your scores and all the rest of it. Now, what I'm going to do before I announce that, what I'll quickly do is I can pop up the schedule for July. That's right, you guys can get a sneak peek before I post it elsewhere. So I'll bring that up. It is a little bit squished. I apologize about that. But wait, actually, you know what? I'm going to change that image. I'll do a better one again. Hang on. I did one that I'm not 100% happy with. Let's try... What's this one look like? I think that one's a little bit better. Let's try you instead. Yep, that'll work. Alright, so this one's gonna come up right now. So that right there is the July schedule that we're going on and ahead with. So obviously we've just done the Around the World for the Friday session. So we've got the next entire month schedule up there. We've got Australia themed, we've got cats and dogs, we've got general knowledge, secret agents, the arts, anything and everything, which is literally going to be around from anything and everything. It's going to be a random trivia night in general, so it'll literally include questions from all types of genres and themes. Then we've got a sports round, and as well as the Animal Kingdom, and that'll be the entirety of July's trivia questions. Now obviously I'm going to be getting artworks and stuff made for these as well, which will also include the round themes once I get to those as well. So once we get that done, I'll be posting those in the meantime too, and that schedule will be added to like the break screen and the end screen as well for the future trivia nights coming in, so that way you can keep up to date and keep having the reference of each trivia night theme that is coming up for when we do these. So that's all exciting, and again, thanks for tuning in, guys. So let's go through and announce the scores for each team. Starting from the bottom and working our way up, we had Stacey's team, who was only with us briefly, but still got 11 points, so well done for them. 11 points for Stacey's team. Then we had the Foodies that got 21 points. They obviously did quite well in the Cuisines round, but maybe not so well everywhere else. But that's okay. They nailed it where it counted, and that's good for them. Then, going to this list, we had Gandalf, Gandalfians, Ganondorf, aka Gandalf. You kept changing your name, but also kept referencing your actual name, so I guess that's acceptable. But usually I tell people to keep their names consistent, but I guess it was easy to tell that this was you. You got 28 points, so well done, mate. It was good to have you coming back and playing this trivia again. Then after that, we had Travel Gurus on the 32 points. Well done to them. Followed by Worldly Know-It-Alls on 36 points. Congratulations to them. And then we had, after that, Team Goop in second place on 42 points. Followed by the winning team, which was Honey Bear on 57 points, or 58 if it was the Greek baklava. But either way, you got the winning victory, Karen Graham's team, which was Honey Bear. So congratulations to you guys, and for all you guys for playing. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. And if you like what you saw with the trivia and the entertainment and Risa performing, remember our tip jars just down here. We've got a PayPal, Venmo, and also Risa's got her PayPal information there. If you want to drop us a little something, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I mean, we do this for fun anyway, but a little tip goes a long way, so that would be greatly appreciated, guys. And for the rest of you, have a great and safe and awesome 4th of July weekend. We'll be back next Tuesday with another exciting trivia session. It's going to be Australia themed, so get excited for you Aussies, or if you want to learn about Australia. But yes, it's going to be Australia themed. I'm very excited for that round of trivia. And yes, Risa is really good. Dang right, she's really good. She's amazing. So yeah, you can definitely let her know as well by hitting up her PayPal if you want to throw it in there as well. But great work, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. Have a great and safe weekend. We've also been amazing. And we'll see you again soon, guys. Thank you and take care.